Muscular endurance is the ability to do something over and over for an extended period of time without getting tired. Muscular strength is the ability to exert a maximal amount of force for a short period of time. Push-up test. For this test, ask your client to do some stretching exercise in order to prevent any kind of injury. First of all, always check for posture. The posture should be back straight, hands pointing forward, head up, look forward, and all the way down. The chin almost have to touch the floor. Make sure your client is doing the correct push-up. If your client cannot perform the regular push-up, he can try the modified push-up, which means the same procedure, but in this one, legs together, the lower leg do not have to touch the floor. Check for posture and everything. Here's a chart where you can see your data once you record all the push-ups that your client got. In my case, the result for my client, the result was poor. For the following test, you can start using a bench press or a leg press. In this case, we're gonna use leg press. Ask your client again to start doing some stretching exercises in order to warm up. Ask your client to do the warm up with the actual machine, the leg press, so he can be familiar with the machine and he can perform some presses. Do not count your warm up as your results. After the warm up, let your client rest for 3 to 5 minutes. Once you finish, the client should be performing 2 through 10 reps per each trial. Also, do not exceed for 4 trials. If it happens, you should stop the test and recall the data you had before. If your client could perform the exercise without any problem, after each trial you have to increase the force by 2.5 kilograms, which is 5.5 pounds. For the submaximal test, ask your client again for do some stretching in order to prevent any kind of injury. This test should be start with a warm-up so your client can familiarize with the machine. He can know how much he can lift and he can prevent any kind of injury. This test is for beginners, teenagers, or older adults. Again, do not count the warm-up as part of your results. After warm-up, again, let your client rest for 3 to 5 minutes. Also, after each drill, increase the weight by 2.5 at least 2.5 kilograms at least, or 5.5 pounds. If your client exceeds the 4 trials, you have to stop and record the data you got before. They're not allowed to do more than 4 trials. Also, always check the posture for your client. Make sure they're not helped by with their hands pushing their legs in order to get the complete uh, press. If your client cannot perform more than one, that should be it, and you have to finish the test and record the data you've got. For the bench press, it's gonna be the same procedure: warm up, rest, the same trails. Do not exceed 4 trails. Here we have the chart for women. They have to count all the repetitions, and here's the chart for men.